Thank you for meeting. We are investigating the ride-on mower incident from 16th of February. The operator was thrown from the seat after the mower hit rock edging. He sustained a fractured arm and concussion. I've reviewed the evidence. What do we know for sure?
The mower lost traction on wet slope. It struck decorative rock edging. The operator was ejected. Both witnesses confirmed the ground was wet. The weather report backs that up. The first aid report concerns fracture and concussion, and the ambulance was called at 9:30.
What about the mower itself?
The photo shows the mower from all angles. The SOP requires seatbelt used with ROPS. The operator admitted he wasn't wearing the seatbelt. The operator manual states always buckle the seatbelt before starting.
So a clear safety rule was broken. But let's not jump to conclusions. What are we assuming?
We are assuming that the operator was properly trained. Management says, I assume he was trained. He has been here 20 years, but training records are missing.
Which evidence is most reliable?
Documentary evidence is most reliable. The incident reports, first aid reports, weather data, maintenance log. These are objective records created at the time.
What about witness statements?
They are useful but subject to perceptions. Both witnesses noticed the slope was too steep. They both commented on wet conditions. Their accounts match each other.
Any contradictions?
Yes, the management says services were cancelled due to budget, but maintenance log shows some services occurred. However, tires were not checked at one service. That matters because the traction was the issue.
What about pre-start checks?
The operator admitted that he did not complete one. The management said there was no formal sign-off system. It is just an expectation.
So we have a procedural gap.
Yeah.
What does evidence show about training?
Management cannot produce training records. No documentation exists. Management said training happened before my time. Records were never handed over.
So competency can be verified?
Correct. The SOP requires operators to be authorized and instructed. That cannot be demonstrated. 20 years of experience is assumed but not proven.
What about supervision?
Management has reduced staffing level. The operator was running behind that morning. He was 65 years old. It's a busy season with overtime.
Was fatigue a factor?
The operator said it has been busy. He paused when asked about fatigue. That suggests reluctance to admit. Management confirmed they have cut back on staff.
Was the equipment fit for purpose?
Maintenance log shows services at 40, 60, and 120 hours. Blades were sharpened, belts were retention, but at 60 hours, tires were not checked.
Why does that matter?
The mower lost traction on wet grass. Tire pressure affects traction, and the maintenance gap is relevant.
Were services delayed?
Management has confirmed services were pushed out to save money. Workers weren't informed.
What safety features were involved?
The seat belts was not used. The ROPS was raised, but the belt was unfastened. The operator admitted he normally does wear it, but just didn't do that morning.
What environmental conditions mattered?
Rain earlier that morning. The ground was soft and sponge-like. The course is low-lying and retains water. The slope was steep, both witnesses commented.
What does the manual say about it?
It states, do not mow on wet grass. Slippery conditions reduce traction. Only operate on slopes of 15 degrees or less.
Were those rules followed?
No, both were breached. The operator mowed a wet slope.
Why weren't they followed?
Workload pressure, staff cutting, no supervision, no risk assessment for specific site conditions.
Why didn't existing controls prevent this?
Yeah, let's list the control that should have been worked. First, the pre-start check not done, seatbelt use not worn, slope assessment not performed, supervision not present, risk assessment not completed, and the training record is missing.
So controls existed on paper only.
Exactly, they were not enforced or followed. The SOP says do not mow on slopes greater than 15 degrees. Do not mow when pedestrians are close. Do not mow on wet grass. All were breached.
What about the site safety measures?
Well, the SWMS requires informing employees about safety procedures. That did not happen. No toolbox talk was recorded. No risk assessment for the site.
Let's apply the 5 whys. Why did the incident happen?
The mower slipped on wet grass. Um,
Why was it on wet grass?
the operator mowed on a wet slope.
Why did he do that?
He was running behind schedule. He felt pressure to complete the job.
Why was he under pressure?
The staffing levels were reduced, overtime increased, management focused on cost cutting.
So the root cause is systemic?
Yes, management prioritized productivity over safety. Training records were not maintained. Pre-start checks were not verified. Maintenance was delayed and supervision was reduced.
What if we fix only one thing?
The most effective fix is management oversight, formal sign-off, enforced procedures, documented training, no delay maintenance without risk assessment.
Good. We have clear findings. Controls fail due to management gaps, training missing, supervision lacking, culture prioritized productivity over safety.
Agreed. I shall document the recommendations. We shall submit the report on time.
Let's ensure all evidence is logged. Interviews, photos, documents, everything must be secure and confidential.
Understood. I shall finalize the evidence log.
Thank you for your input. We'll reconvene if needed.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you.